School is back in session and Tasty is here to help you turn the morning frenzy into a seamless routine. We have a few favorite kid-friendly hacks for breakfast, lunch, and snacks that will make you feel prepared for the weekday rush. Of course, every good weekday starts with a nutritious breakfast. We love these make-ahead pancake breakfast sandwiches that store easily in the freezer and can be reheated in just a few minutes in the microwave or the air fryer. Think of all the deliciousness of a McDonald's McGriddle, but with a few nutrition upgrades. To make these in bulk, we found it was easiest to combine cottage cheese, eggs, and kosher salt in a blender. The cottage cheese adds an extra boost of protein while adding creaminess and flavor. Using a blender also adds a nice fluffy souffle texture to these eggs. Pour the egg mixture into a baking dish, and we're going to cook this in a water bath in a 350-degree oven for about 25 minutes or just until the eggs are set. While it's cooking, let's get started on the pancakes. When it comes to busy weekdays, we're all about pre-made mixes. So follow the instructions according to your pre-made mix, but don't be afraid to freestyle a little bit. Adding some flaxseed to the pancake mix is a great way to boost fiber and omega-3s without altering the flavor. It will also help make these a little more filling while staying super soft and fluffy. Maple syrup helps give them just a dash of sweetness to balance the savory fillings we'll be putting inside. Heat a skillet over medium heat. For perfectly round pancakes, place a biscuit or cookie cutter inside the pan and spoon the batter inside. You can also use about 3 tablespoons of batter per pancake to make 3.5-inch rounds, which are the perfect size for breakfast sandwiches. Now that our eggs have cooked, we can cut them into 6 equal squares and get to assembling. On your work surface, start with 1 pancake, then top with an egg square, a slice of cheese, and a fully cooked frozen sausage patty, and then a second pancake. If you want a super cute wrapping method, place each sandwich in the center of the parchment and join the top and bottom ends. Pinch them together as you roll up the paper towards the sandwich and then roll in the sides and tuck them in. That being said, whether you do this in parchment or just wrap them in some foil, they'll last up to 3 months in the freezer. When you need a quick breakfast on the go, these can be microwaved from frozen for 2 minutes, flipping halfway through, or in the air fryer for 3 to 4 minutes at 350 degrees. Protein shakes are another easy breakfast that can be super time and cost effective when made in bulk. When it comes to protein powders, there are obviously so many to choose from. We love using a chocolate protein powder because it's basically just like drinking chocolate milk, and the darker color lets you sneak in some extra nutrients. In a blender, just add 6 cups of whole milk, 6 servings of protein powder, and 2 cups of baby spinach. And then just blend until smooth. If your kids aren't super excited about greens, don't worry. The color and flavor of the spinach is practically undetectable at this point, and we get to sneak in some extra fiber and vitamins. Pour your shakes into 8-ounce bottles, leaving about ½ inch of space at the top. The individual bottles make the morning go so much quicker. We also need that space at the top so it's easier to give it a good shake right before drinking. When it comes to packing lunch every day, we love the lunch station method. Keeping bins of prepackaged sandwiches, proteins, fruit, veggies, and pantry snacks helps kids learn to build their own lunches by easily grabbing one from each. Here's how we stock them. Let's start with the entree, the make-ahead freezer sandwich. We're showing 2 options here, one savory and one sweet. But when it comes to sandwiches, the options are endless, so let your creativity guide you. Our first one is a turkey and cheese Hawaiian roll sandwich. These are super easy to make in bulk. Keep the Hawaiian rolls attached and just slice them laterally. Here's a make-ahead sandwich hack. To prevent these from getting soggy during freezing and thawing, we spread a thin layer of mayo on both sides of the roll. This will act like a barrier between the bread and turkey to avoid getting anything soggy. Add your turkey and cheese to cover all of the rolls before placing the top half of the bread back on the sandwiches. You can cut these individually or in sets of 2 to be stored in little Ziplocs or plastic wrap. When kids want something on the sweeter side, you can't go wrong with a homemade PB&J Uncrustable. Just start with 8 slices of soft sandwich bread and spread about a tablespoon of peanut butter on each side, leaving a ½ inch border around the edges. Once again, we're using the peanut butter on both sides to prevent the jelly from making the bread soggy. You really don't need to spread the jam much, as we want to avoid it spilling out the sides and making a mess. We use this nifty Uncrustable sandwich cutter to press and seal each sandwich, removing the crust. Don't worry, if you don't have one of these at home, cutting with a round cookie cutter and sealing the edges with a fork works just as well. These are a great starting point for filling your entree bin in the freezer. When you wrap them individually and store in an airtight container, they should keep well for up to a month. Lastly, we can't make a video on school lunches without getting into the snacks. We divide these into packable snacks that store well, and you can stock your lunch station bins. We also have after-school snacks that are quick to prep and are just what the kids want when they get home from school after a long day. For packable snacks, here are some quick and easy ideas for each bin. A veggie bin is super easy to stock with lots of crunchy favorites to help get in some fiber. Cucumbers, baby carrots, mini peppers, and snap peas are all great go-tos. Fruit really is nature's candy. There are so many easy to pack options like grapes, berries, and apples. We've heard many hacks for preventing apples from turning brown, but here is our favorite. After you slice them, just put the apple back together so the cut sides are touching. Then secure it with a rubber band and these will stay fresh much longer. For the protein bin, we recommend cheese sticks, yogurt, hard-boiled eggs, and turkey sticks. And lastly, for pantry bins, this is where we like to keep things like cookies, fruit snacks, bars, and granola. When we're already prepping so many snacks by hand, these are a real lifesaver. That being said, we know this can feel like a lot of washing, packing, and prepping, but trust us, when you knock it all out in bulk, you'll feel so much satisfaction seeing the whole week's lunches ready to go on a Monday morning. One quick hack for packing the lunchbox: if you want to keep things cool but don't have too much extra space for an ice pack, just pop in whatever drink you're planning on packing in the freezer. A frozen juice box does wonders for keeping everything nice and cool while still thawing enough by lunchtime for a nice chilled drink. So you've made it through the school day and the kids come home hungry, and what's going to help tide them over until dinner time? These are some of our favorite after-school snacks. This is an amazing high-protein mix that's honestly great for kids and adults. Just start by preheating the oven to 250 degrees while you get out a big mixing bowl. You can customize this mix however you like, but we like combining sweet potato chips, pretzel sticks, rice cereal, roasted chickpeas, roasted edamame, and roasted peanuts. Drizzle on melted butter and sprinkle with your favorite seasoning. Today we're going with ranch flavor, but you could also do taco seasoning, Cajun, or even dill pickle, depending on your mood and what you have in your pantry. Bake for about 45 to 50 minutes, stirring every 15 minutes so it gets all evenly crunchy. After it cools, we love to mix in some cheddar cheese crisps for an extra savory kick. This keeps all week and is great for casual snacking with some protein and fiber snuck in. We also love an after-school snack with a dip. Prep everything ahead of time so it's ready to grab as soon as everyone gets home. One of our favorite combos is inspired by the classic 90s snack, Dunkaroos. We make it a little bit healthier and high protein though by mixing yogurt and some protein powder. You also can't forget the iconic rainbow sprinkles that add some color and some whimsy back into the school day. It's just a little more nutritious than frosting and honestly tastes just as good. Kids can dip their snack of choice like graham crackers, pretzels, or even fruit into this dip. Some of our other favorite combos for an after-school snack plate include veggies and ranch, pretzels and hummus, and apples and peanut butter. We know this is designed for kids, but honestly, these are looking pretty good for a hungry parent too. Okay, whew! That was a lot of meal prep, but trust us, your future self will thank you. You can find these recipes linked in the description or on tasty.co, and let us know in the comments your favorite make-ahead lunches. Thanks so much for watching, and happy back-to-school planning from all of us here at Tasty.